Nostalgia.
Ah, yes, I had that once. Isn't that a severe spasmodic pain caused by malfunctioning of or damage to a nerve and following the route of that nerve?
No, that's neuralgia.
Oh, is it? Oh, well, it was a long time ago anyway.
Well, how seamless and unrehearsed. Because today on Muslie Land, we will be looking into the past.
Oh.
Here's a letter sent in by one of our lovely fruities. Dear Helen and Simon, why don't they put on more antiques programmes on the television? I pushed my husband off a cliff 10 years ago, and now that everyone has forgotten about his supposed accident, I want to flog his stuff off and buy a widescreen telly. Thank you in anticipation, Edna Suspect, for Clifftop View in Winkleton.
Well, good news, Edna, because starting today here on Muslie, we have a brand new feature on the show.
Yes, indeed, Simon. Our very own antiques expert, Dusty Showcase, will be travelling the length and breadth of Muslie Land in search of all those forgotten treasures hidden away in your drawers.
Lofts and garages, yes indeed. Dusty will be rummaging around in your drawers, looking for those little treasures that you thought were junk.
Yes, indeed. Our new feature is called Rummaging About. It's going to be a lot of fun and may even make you a little bit better off. So, let's go and meet Dusty and his first guest.
Okay. Oh. Ah, Dusty, how good to see you. And who have you got with you today?
Well, hello there, Simon and Helen. Today I have a lovely lady from the industrial north of Muslie Land called Annie.
Annie, welcome to the sound of Muslie.
Thank you, Helen. It's so lovely to be here.
I suppose it must be, far away from the smog-laden air, the sooty windowsills, the dead canary-filled streets, the little children with their heads sticking out of factory chimneys as Alice Lowry paints those freshly painted matchstalk men and matchstick twigs and logs up there in Grimesville.
You don't get up north much, do you, Simon?
No, not since we were going to do that feature called The North, the Plague, the Horror.
Not so much going to do as wouldn't let us do, actually.
Well, enough about that. Let's get back to the old stuff.
How dare you?
No, I mean the old pile of junk in front of you.
This so-called pile of junk happens to be the prized possession of my family's lineage.
What, this old teapot?
Ah, now, can I stop you there, young man? This old teapot only happens to predate the famous Chinese Ming dynasty.
No.
No!
Yes, this beautiful teapot is the model and the forerunner and design on which the Chinese based their famous Ming dynasty chinaware.
Amazing.
Isn't it? It's often thought that China was the birthplace of porcelain making from the Ming period, from 1344 to 1658. This piece, however, predates that period.
You're joking, of course.
No, I'm not. The Chinese set sail from Asia specifically to Lincolnshire on our east coast, as it was thought to be the birthplace of the Skegness monster, a feared creature whose blood, if it could be extracted, was thought to cure all known ills to man.
Oh, you're joking, of course.
No, I'm not, Helen, actually. Sadly, however, they missed Skegness and ended up in Mablethorpe, a little further up our North Sea coast. What we see here in front of us is the prototype of the Ming period. This, ladies and gentlemen, dates from about 1350.
But the dragons?
Ah, no, not dragons, no. What you see here are the original designs of what is thought to be the Skegness monster, a feared creature that roamed the Lincolnshire coastline, breathing fire and sucking on peppermint rock. The Chinese copied these designs and used it on their own famous Ming Dynasty chinaware.
So, the ancient Chinese dragon is in fact the Skegness monster.
Exactly so.
I find that hard to believe.
don't see why. It's far more believable than what his opinion of what the North is like.
True.
So what we are looking at here is an original piece of Mablethorpe.
So, how much is it worth then, Rusty?
Dusty,
Yeah, I know, but a woman with a duster could soon sort that out. What?
you won't be surprised to hear that this teapot is priceless. No money in the world could replace this. Is it insured?
No, I never thought that it was valuable. I just used to put my teeth in it when I went to bed.
Well, in that case then, your appreciation of the value of this wonderful object would be as false as those teeth. If it were mine, I would put an insurance value on it of not less than £40 billion.
Good heavens! I'm rich!
Oh, I'm staggered.
You most certainly are rich. How fantastic! An original Mablethorpe teapot in perfect condition. Just imagine if you had the whole tea service as well.
Yes.
Personally speaking, however, I feel privileged just to have seen this wonderful object at all.
Just imagine, cups, saucers, and this wonderful teapot smashed up in front of... Well, you've got a few more pieces now.
Oh. Oh.
There's a sad-looking figure, it's a pot on the floor.
When she came here, it looked like new.
But now she is speechless and she can't say a word.
All she does is cry, boo-hoo, boo-hoo.
Regretfully it fell off.
And now she's really pissed off.
We hope she does
Not soon. So long, farewell, your teapot's had its chips. I swang my arm, it's ended up in bits.
So long, farewell, you really had a gem. We'll never see another one again.
So long, farewell, your pot was very nice, but now it's gone, it doesn't have a price.
Priceless.
So long, farewell, a fortune I have lost. I brought it here, and now must come the cost.
So long, farewell. I think I've got this glue. We'll pick it up and put it together. It'll be as good as new.
My pot is broke, and I know so am I. So long, farewell, oh fortune, wave goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye. You've still got the lid, look.